Hello everybody, it's Jay Kitchen from jaysbeard.com. I hope you're doing well today. We're doing another fragrance review today of something from the house of Santa Maria Novella. This is their Zagara, which I believe stands for orange or orange blossom is the translation. Before we jump into the review, if you would be kind enough to smash the subscribe button, the thumbs up if you're so inclined. All these things help the algorithm place us in other people's suggested videos and that sort of thing, so we get more reach, more subscribers, and more love. Thank you so much for helping us out. We really appreciate it. I picked up a 0.7 milliliter sample of this Zagara perfume from EDC.com. I think it was about $6 or $7 for the little vial. Since this has no atomizer, it requires the splash-on application method, where basically I take the top of the vial and I just sort of pour the fragrance on my under forearm. I guess it's a forearm, but it's the underside. I'm not really sure how else you would call it. It has got a very strong orangey flavor. Not like cutting open an orange, but it's definitely an orange flower, which is what it talks about, orange blossom. The notes on Santa Maria Novella's website state that this is a fragrance which represents a bouquet of citrus floral notes, suggesting the sweet and intoxicating scent of orange blossoms in Sicily. Arabs brought the plant originally from China to Sicily in the 18th century. The orange blossom symbolizes purity and is traditional in bridal bouquets, apparently. I did not know that. The olfactory family is Hesperidate with orange blossom accent. The top notes: bergamot, citrus, galbanum, lavender, mint, Paraguayan, Petitgrain, and rosemary. The middle notes are bourbon, geranium, carnation flowers, and the base is Oakmoss. Now it's definitely, there's a little bit of that geranium coming through. The rosemary I'm not really picking up, as maybe a slight hint of it. It's a very, it's fruity floral. In other words, it doesn't smell like a piece of fruit. It doesn't necessarily smell like a flower. The notes seem to indicate that this would be for women, but as I've talked about previously, I don't really think sex is necessarily gender specific. I mean, men and women can wear this scent. It's a very mature kind of vibe, and I've gotten that from every one of the Santa Maria Novella fragrances that I have tried recently, and I've tried a bunch of them. If you've been watching the channel for a minute, you see I kind of went hog wild on the Santa Maria Novella fragrances, but they all have sort of an older, more mature, seasoned vibe. In other words, whoever is going to be wearing this is not a 23-year-old, maybe not even a 30-year-old, more like 30 to 50-year-old, in that range right off the top of my head. And this particular fragrance is really intoxicating. The orange blossom, it doesn't smell like sweet flowers, but it doesn't smell juicy and sweet like cracking open an orange and tasting the juice. But it does have a really nice orange blossom smell. It's really spring-like. This is not a fragrance that you're going to wear necessarily in the wintertime unless you're in a warmer climate, on vacation somewhere. It's very clean. It's definitely got that citrusy kind of thing, but again, it's not sour citrus, burn your nose kind of a thing like you might get in some sort of lemon fragrances, or even in the Sicilian lemon that Santa Maria Novella produces. I'd never heard of this before I got it, and I have a feeling that they actually put this in as a free sample. I do not remember ordering this. It's filling the space where I'm at, or at least around me. I can't really speak to the projection of what this is going to be, or the beast modishness of this. It's not really that kind of scent. It's a more subtle. I do not think it's offensive unless you're allergic to orange flowers, and it's just really nice. It smells like a grown-up fragrance. Like whoever's wearing this has seen, maybe not seen it all, but he or she has definitely seen a lot, and they've settled on this because it's just a very pleasant fragrance. It alters their mood in a positive way. I really like it. This I actually like more than any of the other Santa Maria Novellas that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, the Sicilian lemon is quite nice, but this is, it's really, I really like it. It's got a really, I don't know, there's something about it that's very real. I don't know if there's synthetics in the mix. I tend to doubt it. This perfumer has been around since the 1200s. They actually started selling perfume, I think, commercially in the 1600s. So they have been on the scene, so to speak. Maybe not the scene, but on the perfume cologne kind of scene for quite some time. So these guys really know what they're doing. Now, the 100 milliliter bottle is not crazy expensive. It's $150 US, if I'm not mistaken. I do not know if they are packaged with an atomizer or if you have to buy another one, because I do believe that to apply this, you definitely would like to use an atomizer as opposed to splashing it on like I just did. Having said that, though, it really permeates the room. It's a nice orangey kind of flavor. It's different than the L'Artisan perfume orange scents in that it's a little bit, from what I'm getting, it's a little bit lighter, meaning it's more airy. It's not as dense or as heavy as the History La Orange. I believe that's the name of the L'Artisan orange scent that they've got going on now. That's got its own special kind of scent and notes, but this is really very summery. I could definitely see doing a pretty massive overspray on this if I were going to be hanging out on like an outdoor patio at night with people eating, drinking, socializing, that sort of thing. It's really, really pleasant. I really dig it. If you'd like samples, please reach out to ades.com. I'm not sure if any of the other decant houses carry this, but it's always worth checking out Scent Split or whomever to see if they do have it so you get a better idea of what is out there, or what this scent smells like. I'm not a big advocate of blind buying, particularly with these high ticket items. $150 theoretically is not that high ticket, but it's still not insignificant money. Try before you buy, as they would say in Washington Square Park in the old days. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Please be kind to your fellow human beings and furry critters. Stay lifted, stay well groomed, stay smelling awesome, and we will catch you on the next video. Cheers, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe.